All right, everybody, welcome here to Falcon Field. It's AC Flora High School versus Lugoff-Elgin High School for the second time this year. The first time happened on Wednesday, and now this is the first time we're seeing them in a little under a year. We saw them, of course, on this field last year as old rivalries renew, even though they are in very different sides of now the state. Lugoff, of course, being 5A, AC Flora being 4A. Different region, but of course we've seen these guys enough to know who they are, and it should not be an unfamiliar foe on the other side of the field. Well, again, my name's Alex Ross. Thank you for being here. Of course, a little earlier start, so if you're trickling in, I'll kind of reflect that. Supposed to start around noon, but it seems like we're about to get underway momentarily. So, again, welcome into the Midlands. It's Super Saturday, meaning you're going to see streams up all day over here, and of course the lacrosse fields. Jeff set up over here and then ran over to lacrosse, so hopefully they do all right themselves, and we'll be checking in on them periodically. Of course, you know, we have this game, and then we'll see what happens after this game, because Jeff's going to be going to Vegas, of all places, which is pretty cool. He unfortunately did not take me along, or is not taking me along with him, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But all right, y'all. So a little about these two teams. Of course, Flora on a heater, winners of 4 straight, 2 against Lancaster, 1 against Charlotte Christian, and of course beating Lugoff on Wednesday. Lugoff has been up and down all season, coming in 2-3 on their last 5. They've won 2 of their last 3 against our old friends at Ridgeview, and they've lost to us then, of course, on Wednesday. And they also lost their last 2 to Blythewood, which seems to be every team in the state right now. Blythewood is kind of just out of nowhere become one of the best teams in this state. So we'll keep an eye on them. I'm going to sit back national anthem. I'll do starting lineups, kind of break down this game, and then we'll get underway here.
Lugoff-Elgin Demons against your AC Flora Falcons. So the players and coaches, please line up on your respective baselines. And would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem.
All right, everybody. So again, I'll quickly, probably going to talk for half. Oh, Jeff's already back. Everything all right, Jeff? Oh, yeah. He's brought his bandana because, as you guys know, it's not exactly cold outside, and it's going to get a lot hotter and more humid as we go on. We're going to have to get this tent out here soon. Forest Acres Classic in less than 2 weeks now. So, all right, I'll step back real quick. Let's start as we announced.
Number 15, Zach Sneed. Center fielder, number 18, Charlie Scott. Second baseman, number 7, Rover Winsky. In the right field, number 21, Tyler Hernandez. Designated hitter, number 28, Rohan Bremer. On the mound, number 41, Adger Johnson. Third baseman, number 32, Monty Lafitte. Behind the plate, number 30, Lucas Field. Left fielder, number 11, Harris River. And it's short, number 9, Joe Ray.
All right, so if y'all didn't hear, we'll go around the diamond real quick. On the bump, it's Adger Johnson getting the start today. On behind the dish is battery Lucas Beal. First, the Citadel commit Zach Sneed. Second, last year's All-State second baseman Roper Wensky. Short is Joe Ray. Third, Monty Lafitte. Left is Harris Rivers. Center, Charlie Scott. Right field, Tyler Hernandez. And DHing tonight for AC Flora. I guess this afternoon. I'm going to get back in that mindset again. DHing this afternoon will be Rohan Bremer coming off of his first home run of his high school career. I'll talk more about that as we go, but we'll look at our visiting Lugoff-Elgin Demons. Again, a familiar foe for all Falcon faithful. Welcome in, who all trickling in, starting a little ahead of a schedule today, so no complaints. But let's go through the lineup here of the visiting Demons. Batting first on the bump, it's Michael Butler. Second, the second baseman, Watson Harvley. Third, the shortstop, A.J. Jefferson, the College of Charleston commit. Batting fourth, All-State over there, Maverick Grigsby. He's playing third today. Batting fifth, Preston Cranford, he's in left. Sixth, the DH, Aaron Pittman. Seventh, Logan Crane, he's at first. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Luke Ferris. And ninth, the center fielder, the bright freshman, Colin Bright. And then, of course, on the other side, they're DHing for their catcher, Jake Rabin. So that is the familiar faces we're going to see there on the Demons side today. A lot of faces you remember from last year, and a couple of new ones. The one admission is, of course, Jake Morris, our Clemson commit, not in the lineup today. He is the top left-handed pitching prospect in the state. He is not playing today. He did play on Wednesday, though, so hopefully he's all right. And he's, of course, gearing up for a team that is going to potentially be national championship contenders over on the college side. Of course, that being the Clemson Tigers. Let's get it on righty, Adger Johnson getting his first start of the season. He'll lead it off against the junior Michael Butler, one of the top right-handed pitching prospects in the state for his season, but he's hitting .352 to start the season for the Demons. First pitch underway, a fastball inside, it's ball one. Well, I jokingly said before this game, we talked about the Forest Acres Classic a little bit with just a couple of parents, and I jokingly said, River Bluff loves to play here, but so does this Lugoff team. They have won their last two appearances here at this field. Fastball misses wide, it's 2-0. And that goes for how this series has went over the last now basically 3 years. The OA team has won the last 5 games. Of course, AC Flora took the game on Wednesday. 2-0 from the righty. Called strike one. Looked like maybe a fastball or a changeup on the outside edge against the righty. It's 2-1, and I got to update the score bug, excuse me. The 2-1 from Adger. Called strike two on the outside edge. It's a changeup. Well, Butler, one of the best hitters on this team, leads the team in average, leads the team in triples. It's 2-2 to him. The pitch from Adger. Off speed, that's muscled down the first base line, but foul. Butler has been one of the most improved players on this Demon team as well. He came in from last year hitting .164. Well, this year again, .352 over his first 54 at-bats. The 2-2 from Adger. Swing and a miss. Change up on the inside edge. Gets him swinging for out number one. Well, that's Adger's 6th strikeout of the season. It's good for out number one. Now Watson Harvley will dig in, the left-handed second baseman for the first time. The right-hander comes home. The off-speed stays upstairs, ball one. And of course, if you're seeing on a stream, but if you're just listening, Adger's got that weird release, kind of a sidearm submarine-esque release from the righty. The 1-0. That ball's lined right back where it came from up the middle. Scott has to let it drop in center field. It's a base knock for Watson Harvley and a one-out single for the Demons.
Shortstop, number 3, Andrew Jefferson.
Now it's A.J. Jefferson, the College of Charleston commit. He'll come in for the first time today. Of course, future teammate Carter Harrington over there in our dugout. They went against each other on Wednesday as Sparky shut it down for the Falcons. Righty on righty, one gone, man at first for A.J. Jefferson. First pitch to him. Called strike one, fastball on the outside edge. Jefferson, one of the top shortstop prospects and one of the top prospects in the 2026 class. The 0-1 heater's fouled straight back. It's quickly 0-2. Jefferson at the plate. If it gets that far on deck, Maverick Grigsby, the former All-State second baseman, who's playing third today. The 0-2. Kicks up some dirt. Good eye from Jefferson. It's now 1-2. Looked like a heater. Jefferson had his way with our Falcons. 4 RBIs through 5 games in his career. As I can hear Freebird in the distance, meaning a lacrosse team's taking the field for their game against Aiken. Pickoff back at first. Easy slide back safely for Harvley. Harvley does have 5 swiped bags so far this season. However, he's been thrown out 3 times. Behind the dish, Lucas Beal hasn't got a start since that second game against Blythewood 2 Fridays ago. So curious to see how quickly he pops up. Oh, that ball pecked back to first. Gets away from Sneed, and now Harvley got a late break, so he has to retreat to the bag. It did get away from our first baseman, Sneed. However, Harvley kind of stumbled out of his break, meaning he could not get too far. Didn't want to take the chance to be thrown at second, so he stays at first. Count is 1-2, 1 gone here in the opening frame. Scoreless. But Lugoff-Elgin has a man on first for the 3-hole. A.J. Jefferson at the dish. The 1-2. Adger fires high. It's ball 2. Looks like a changeup. Long pause between pitches. It's a stare down between Jefferson and Adger. Now Adger comes set. Quick pickoff back to first. This one's on the money, but no chance to get Harvley, who slides back safely. This Demon team lost 8 seniors from last year, trying to right their ship as they've come in a little up and down as the 2-2 is fouled straight back. Harvley was going. Did not matter. He'll have to retreat back to first. And as I said last year in this showdown between these two teams, the best way to, tire someone out in the base pass is to have the guy at the plate foul a couple off, so he has to do wind sprints from first to second. Well, it's a 2-2 count, 1 gone here in the opening frame, scoreless, but again, Watson Harvley, the second baseman, over at first. He goes again, the 2-2 is muscled foul toward the right side. It'll go right into the net quickly, and again, Harvley, the wind sprints, little ginger jog back to first. He's probably a little more tired than he was 2 pitches ago. Tough at bat here between Jefferson and Adger Johnson. Adger trying to get the College of Charleston commit. The 2-2. Fastball away in the left-handed box. It'll run full. Crap. That's not good. I have no idea what's going on with the signal. I may have to get Jeff back over here as quickly as possible. Finding a signal's hard. I think I'm still live. Yeah. Ball 4 walk, apologies. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work, but runners at first and second after a great at-bat from Jefferson. I may have to mess with it during the break.
Number 6, third baseman, Maverick Grigsby.
Maybe that just fell out. We'll find out in a second. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get the camera back up, but this is in no way, shape, or form my expertise. It'll be Maverick Grigsby. I'll quickly run. Righty on righty. That ball grounded to short on the backhand. Joe Ray can't get it. It skips into left field. Harvley gets the windmill around third. He'll race in to score. That should go down as a hit for Grigsby. Yes, it will. RBI single, and the Demons are ahead 1-0. Tough play for Joe Ray. It was on the backhand. He couldn't field it cleanly. So now it's 1-0. I'll have to update the score bug whenever I get a chance. I'll probably call Jeff over ASAP. Apologies for, I guess you can see the score bug. Maybe it overheated. I'm not exactly sure. It is hot out here. Oh, it's righty on righty here for Preston Cranford. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's fouled actually back into the dirt. Well, Lugoff takes the early 1-0 advantage after they fell against AC Flora back on Wednesday. Again, two teams very familiar with each other, former region mates now, doing battle in non-region affairs. Cranford digs in, now a pickoff back to third, means a nice, Grigsby gonna try to bait the throw home, and now Wensky's staring him down. He'll tag Grigsby out, and they're gonna say he's safe. The umpire looked like he signaled out, allows AJ Jefferson to come home. It's 2-0 Demons. Well, a lot just happened there. Let's run it back through it. So it was a pickoff to third as Jefferson was at third. He slides back safely. Well, then Lafitte threw it back over to second, where Grigsby smartly, or no, they're going to call him out. Okay, they do call him out. So it is 2 outs, no one on the base pass. I thought they called him safe, and now they're going to come and talk to the first base umpire. I'm confused as well. So what happened, again, what we're going with right now, pickoff to third. Jefferson slides back safely. Lafitte throws it back to second. Roper Wensky chases down Grigsby, it seems, at the time of this. Seems like Roper chases down Grigsby. So he tagged him for the out, but allowed AJ Jefferson to come home. It's 2-0 Demons, 2 outs. So I'll have to... Okay, they're going to call Grigsby out after all that. A very weird play. It is 2-0. Sorry, I had to turn some music on in the background. I can try to see if I can fix this camera. It might have just overheated, unfortunately. Not seeing what to do with it. I'll have to check on it during the break. All right. Well, music's gone. That means that one's popped foul to be 0-2 again after the weird play. And Cranford still at the plate. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Stream is down for everyone listening at home. Seems like I'm still up though and live. Weirdly enough. I think. Yep. There we go. Hard hit ball up the middle. That's gonna be a grounder for a base hit in the center field. Cranford finds it, and now it's a hit parade for the Demons here in the first 3 against Adger Johnson. Well, luckily I do call it radio style anyways, so no complaints. And quick mound visit here for Coach Howell. It means I'll be right back. I'm going to see what I can do about the camera. All right, wasn't really able to quickly check the camera, so unfortunately we'll have to see what's what during maybe the break. First pitch is high, ball 1. It's righty on righty here for the DH, Aaron Pittman. Well, the game AC Flora took full advantage of earlier. Goodness gracious, it's all the foliage falling on me. AC Flora took advantage of this contest earlier on Wednesday, where they won 8-1. Now it seems Lugoff has jumped on our Falcons. Roles reversed as AC Flora pitching their 2 best pitchers in the win, since we don't have another game this week other than Lugoff. Lugoff, of course, having to deal with Ridgeview. Well, 1-0, the count 2 gone here in the opening frame. 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. Cranford over at first for Aaron Pittman. Adger picks off back to first, not in time. Good crowd here is, of course, Lugoff. No unfamiliarity with this field. The 1-0, that ball's chopped foul to the Lugoff side. Well, that's it up and down. Lugoff's coming 8-7 again. They got Pitt in a region with Blythewood, who, as I kind of mentioned in the previous, both Flora and Lugoff played Blythewood. Both had pretty much similar games. Actually, the first game, a blowout in favor of Blythewood. Second one came down to the wire where the Bengals did top our 2 teams, but Lugoff swing and a miss. Big hack through a changeup. It's in the inside corner. It's 1-2. So Lugoff is, trying to adapt to this 5A, which happened when the whole state got flipped on its head with the realignment. AC Flora, one of the teams that stayed in 4A. One of the only teams in our region that stayed in 4A. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Got him on some off-speed inside, and that will retire the side, but not before the Demons snag 2. 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. We return to the bottom of the first. All right, sorry y'all, I think I got the camera working. Apologies, Jeff was on his way over here, but then of course, everything of course works to perfection, so just when you love everything. But all right, well, make sure I'm back up. All right, seems like we're working. All right, let's rock and roll. Sorry y'all, I have to now get back to calling a game. First pitch called, strike. Against the leadoff Zach Sneed, we're underway in the bottom of the first. 2-0 lead for Lugoff after Sneed showed bunt. The right-hander, Michael Butler, will deal to the left-handed Zach Sneed. 0-1. Fastball call, strike 2 on the outside edge. Butler working quickly ahead, 0-2. Let's look at Michael Butler. He led off for the Demons. He was set down on strikes. However, on the mound, making his third start, 6 earned runs over 14 2/3 innings pitched. That's good for a 2.86 ERA, as now Sneed will call time. The Falcons lead off hitting first baseman. The junior will come home. The 0-2 is fouled back out of play. Well, back in the first, we had some camera issues. I was trying to figure that out, but Lugoff-Elgin scored 2, one off an RBI single from Maverick Grigsby, the other one on a pickoff that allowed A.J. Jefferson to score after the Falcons tagged Grigsby out between first and second. It's 0-2. Butler will deal. Fastball misses wide. Good pitch from Butler. Good eye from Sneed. It's 1-2. Sneed playing in his 6th game against these Demons. Has a homer and 2 RBIs in those five games earlier. The 1-2 off speed misses wide against the southpaw. It's now 2-2. Excuse me. Between at bats, I'll go around the infield for the Demons after those camera issues, and we'll go through our, of course, Flora lineup. The 2-2. Heater upstairs misses high. It's ball 3, and Sneed, after falling behind 0-2, is worked at full. The Falcons leader in walks. Looking to draw maybe another one. 3-2, nobody gone. Bottom of the first, Lugoff-Elgin leading it 2-0. Butler fires. The pitch is fouled straight back out of play yet again. Sneed fighting it off, getting a piece. On the win on Wednesday, Zach went 1 for 4 with an RBI, a strikeout, and a walk. He's one of the top third base prospects in this senior class, committing to the Citadel. The payoff on the way is popped into the air, shallow on the right side of the infield. It'll be Harvley calling everyone off on the infield grass. The second baseman will make the play for out number 1.
Up next for the Falcons, number 18.
Well, the first batter is always the hardest, as Butler had to battle Sneed for it. Now he comes up as Charlie Scott, one of the top outfielders in this junior class. Charlie comes in today hitting .324 over 34 at-bats. Righty on righty. Butler will wind and deal. Charlie shows bunt, puts it down to the left side. Going to be a tough play. The pitcher, Butler, comes off. Fields it to first, not in time. The speed of our wide receiving center fielder is too much. It's an infield bunt single.
Now batting for the Birds, number 7.
Now comes up former All-State second baseman Roper Wensky. As a sophomore, he hit over 300, 393 to be exact, en route to an All-State bid for 4A. Now he digs in, righty on righty, one gone, and, well, let's just say Roper's picking up where he left off this year. The first pitch, he shows bunt to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. It's Grigsby, the third baseman, has to field it. The quick throw to first in time for out 2. Grigsby makes that one look easy, but it's a sac bunt that moves a runner into scoring position for AC Flora with 2 outs now.
Up next for the Falcons, number 21.
And now it's Tyler Hernandez. Tyler, another very talented junior, just like Charlie and Roper. Tyler comes in hitting .375, which would be good for first if Roper Wensky didn't exist on our team. What he does lead in is homers. 13 RBIs. Butler, the right-hander on the bump. Looks back. Charlie at second comes home. The fastball's right down the middle for strike 1. Butler making his 3rd start, his 8th appearance of the season. Again, he's allowed 6 earned runs, and the last time he pitched was just about 2 weeks ago against Blythewood. So he's a little rusty, but seems to be looking strong early. The 0-1 change up in the dirt on the outside. It's 1-1. Nice stop from Rabin behind the dish. Well, as I said, we'll go quickly around the diamond for the Demons. On the mound, Michael Butler. Behind the dish, Jake Rabin. First, Logan Crane. Second, Watson Harvley. Short, A.J. Jefferson. Third, Maverick Grigsby. Left, Preston Cranford. Center, Colin Bright. And right field is Luke Ferris. The 1-1, Charlie goes. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The third and a third's way ahead of time. Rabin to Grigsby is good, and that's out number 3. Charlie tried to steal third and couldn't get it done. Falcons come up empty. It's a 2-0 lead for Lugoff as we go to the second. right, welcome back here to Falcon Field. Crisis averted. Almost didn't realize the power cord for the laptop slipped out, so we're about to have my first streaming fail. Well, second, I think. I think I failed at the Forest Acres Classic last year. No, the matter, righty on righty. Logan Crane takes a ball low, off speed. It's 1-0. The Demons come near to the second, up 2-0, looking to add on. The 1-0. Johnson fires low, it skips in, ball 2. The Badger only pitches a couple innings in every appearance, used more as a reliever. And with a deadly sinker-slider combination. Tough for hitters. The 2-0. Fastball upstairs, ball 3. It's Logan Crane, the junior, up at the plate. As a homer and 4 RBIs so far this season. That homer came against Westwood. And they stayed in the same region. We did not. The 3-0. Off speed, misses wide. It's a 4-pitch walk to the 7-hole Logan Crane. That'll bring up another junior, Luke Ferris. Luke, 4 for only 11 so far this season. He's starting in right field today and batting 8th for the Demons. Righty on righty, nobody out. Man on first for Lugoff-Elgin in the form of Logan Crane. Badger will pick off back to first, not in time. Crane yet to swipe a bag so far this season, but got to imagine Lugoff-Elgin will play aggressive. They've loved this field, picking up wins in their last 2 games at Falcon Field. They'll get a lot more chances to play here in just over a week in the Forest Acres Classic, which I'm going to tout as probably the best spring break tournament, or maybe the best tournament in high school baseball in the state. The 1-0 bunts going to be put down the third base side. Joe Ray, who's now playing third, makes the easy play for out number 1. Well, it wasn't an easy play, but he made it look easy. Or no, he actually was playing short, but he came in covered for the third base bunt. What a play from Joe Ray. Across his body, but a good sacrifice bunt from Ferris moves Crane into scoring position with 1 out. Now it's the 9-hole Colin Bright. Colin, one of the top outfielding freshmen we have in this state. 1 for 15, though, to start the year. The right-hander watches, looks like slider stay upstairs. It's ball 1. Badger will breathe. The right-hander on the bump, the senior for AC Flora, one of about the 7 seniors we have on this roster. The 1-0. Off speed goes behind the head of Bright, but bounces back to Beal. The throw down to third. In time. What a tag from Monty Lafitte. Tags out Logan Crane. It's good for out number 2. After some talking, it doesn't seem like Coach Frankie Ward's going to come talk to the umpire. As I said earlier against, I think it was Charlotte Christian or maybe Lancaster, usually I judge my calls based on what the reaction is, and seems like there was no arguing on the Demons side, so it's a 2-0 count, 2 gone. Nobody on the base pass for Bright. The fastball stays inside, 3-0, and Lugoff may get another Demon, quote-unquote, back on the base pass in Bright, who is speedy indeed, 4 stolen bags this season, but he's yet to draw a walk. Could happen right here. The 3-0. Called strike 1, the sinker low in the zone. Bright has to retrieve the bat after he tossed it to the side. The 3-1 for Badgers. That one's softly grounded to the right side. The first baseman Sneeds got it. He'll snap on the bag, and the side is retired. The leadoff walk gets gunned down at third. The Falcons retire the Demons in order. It's 2-0 going to the bottom of the second when we return. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. It's a 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin as rivalry is renewed in this Super Saturday game between AC Flora and the Demons of Lugoff-Elgin. Again, 2-0 lead for the Demons after a strong first inning, but now Butler will come back to the hill to begin the second. He'll get the heart of the order, 4-5-6 for AC Flora. Tyler Hernandez will dig back in after being at the plate when Charlie Scott got thrown out at third. First pitch is grounded right back up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Jefferson. He does glove it, but has no play at first. Looked like he tripped over his own feet. We're going to rule that a hit. That would have been a very tough play for the shortstop to make if he was able to make the throw. But AC Flora puts a runner on the base pass here to begin the second. That brings back up Rohan Bremer, who's coming off of his first career homer. Put one over the left center field wall over in Lugoff, and now the talented sophomore will dig in for the first time here this afternoon. Righty on righty, nobody gone. Tyler at first. First pitch off speed, called strike one, low in the zone. Rohan in that game, stellar. 3 for 4, a homer, 3 RBIs. He's been playing more and more this season and is looking better and better as it goes. The 0-1. That one's slicing to the right side, popped in the air toward right field. Ferris has to come over hard toward the line, but he makes the play on the run for out number 1. That ball kept cutting, and the wind, who's now picking up, probably didn't help it. Nice play from Ferris in right for out 1, though.
Now batting for the Birds, number 32, Monty Lafitte.
And now I'll come back up Monty Lafitte. Monty has been one of those players who didn't start the year in the starting lineup, but he's been an everyday starter since then, it feels like. Hitting .375 over 24 at-bats, 7 RBIs for the talented junior. Righty on righty, 1 gone. Butler will deal. Fastball upstairs, ball 1.
I gotta get in the shade.
It is kind of getting hot here, isn't it? It's 1-0, 1 out. Tyler over at first. Not a big lead for him. Now a pick off to first. Crane doesn't even apply the tag. Tyler's 3 for 4 on stolen bases this season. His one throwout actually came last week exactly at this time against the Knights of Charlotte Christian. It was supposed to be a sack bunt, however, the bunt did not get laid down. The 1-0. Called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Lafitte kind of whipped his head up, saying that looked more inside than he thought, but Butler jumps it. Or no, it's 1-1, excuse me. No, it is. Yeah, 1-1. Lost track of the count myself. And I have a thing in front of me. Jeez. Well, it's 1-1, 1 out. Butler will wind and deal. That off-speed pitch slowly ground to second. It could be 2. Harvely to Jefferson to Crane. It's dug out. Nice backhand from the first baseman. It's a 4-6-3 double play to get out of the inning. The Demons do the job yet again. It's 2-0 for Lugoff going to the third. Welcome back here to the Midlands. Sorry about the camera problems. If you're just joining us, it's been kind of spotty. Maybe with just all the cameras we got going today or something not right with the wiring. I think I fixed it though. We're going to hope that works. Well, if you're here from either South Carolina or elsewhere, welcome into the Midlands. 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin here as we begin the third against AC Flora. It's a pitching change for the Falcons as Scott Graham will come onto the hill for the first time in a couple weeks. Last time we saw him was in the first game against Blythewood, which is about 3 weeks ago if my math serves correct. The southpaw will don the bump against the top of the order. It's Michael Butler who leads off and watches the off-speed hit the dirt for ball one. Well, Scott Graham's got this kind of submarine three-force-esque release as a southpaw. He's a very difficult pitcher to pick up. See how Lugoff does the first time they see him. Showing bunts Butler, the off-speed runs inside for ball two as Butler pulls it back. Well, the junior on the bump for the Demons. He went down swinging to lead off the game. However, after him was when the damage was done. 2-run first inning for Lugoff-Elgin. The 2-0. The southpaw fires. That ball is smacked to the right side out of play. Foul. The wind is picking up, rolling from left to right across the diamond, I might add, so going to be a lot of tougher plays for the right fielder, potentially, who's Tyler Hernandez, playing very much in right, not very close to the line. The 2-0. Fastball upstairs, ball three. Well, Butler comes in now, hitting 6 for his last 20. The leadoff for the Demons, only 1 RBI over those last 5 games, I might say. The 3-1 from Graham. That one's tapped right back to the mound. Nice glove from Graham. He stabs it out of thin air. Throws it over to first for out number 1. That was chopped back to the mound that found the glove of Scott Graham.
Number 2, Watson Harvey.
I couldn't do that if I tried. Now it's Watson Harvey batting second. He had the first of 3 hits for Lugoff-Elgin. That came back in the first, where he came around and scored off the RBI single from Maverick Grigsby. This is where Scott Graham will thrive as lefty on lefty. 1 out here in the top of the third. The southpaw will wind and deal. The first pitch, fastball away, ball 1. Harvey has struggled against our Falcons. Didn't show it in this first at-bat. He's only 2 for 18 against AC Flora with 7 strikeouts. The 1-0. That ball is popped foul to the left side. It will get out of play into the forestry. Lugoff-Elgin was a preseason top 5 team in 5A. It's Division 2. We split those 5A into 2 divisions. Not my favorite rule change, but it is. The 1-1. Fastball away, ball 2. And the camera went down again. Apologies. I'll try to fix that. I'm not really sure what's going on. It may be overheating and underheating, so I'll have to get Jeff to check onto the halftime and see what's going on. You can still hear my voice, though, I'm pretty sure, which means everything should be fine. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup upstairs. It's strike 2. So the count is 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the third. No one on the base pass for Lugoff-Elgin as the 2-hole Watson Harvey digging in. Graham will wind and deal. The 2-2 stays away, ball 3. It'll fill her up here against Harvey. Well, these Demons, as I said, top 5 team in preseason 5A. In the midseason update, they were not in. Again, just a tough draw for that region. Blythewood's given every team except for Malden the first game of the season trouble. They've won 14 straight. The payoff. Missed high and away, ball 4. Competitive pitch from Graham, better eye from Harvey. It's a 1-out walk.
Now batting number 3, Andrew Jefferson.
That brings back up A.J. Jefferson. The College of Charleston commit drew a walk against Adger Johnson his first go-around. Now he'll face the left-handed Scott Graham. Easy pickoff for Graham back to first. Harvey dives back in. However, nice glove there from Sneed. The throw brought him over Harvey. He had to basically step over and almost avoid falling down. The southpaw looks at first, now he'll come home. Jefferson misses, lets one go wide, ball one, snap throw to first, not in time. Harvley stands in. Again, I'm going to try to call it radio style. You're going to see the bottom left of the screen, the scorebook. That's going to be accurate. Apologies again for the camera. I think it's just overheating, underheating with all the resources we have to expend today for Super Saturday. Graham pickoff back to first. Harvley dives back in. Jefferson, a slow start to his season, only 2 for 19. However, now he's hitting .256 with a .345 on-base percentage. He's ahead 1-0 at the dish. He'll receive it. The 1-0 is slicing and cutting foul out of play to the right side. It'll be 1-1. The junior scorched, though, last year. .349, 5 homers, 30 RBIs. It was a season that was cut short. And Wade Hampton for Lugoff-Elgin. They won our region last year, but now, of course, moved to 5A. Graham, another pickoff to first, making sure Harvley doesn't even think about going. And he did try to go twice in the last time Jefferson was at the plate. I think he actually went the third time on the 3-2, but it didn't matter. Again, 1-1 the count, 1 gone. 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. They have a man at first. Jefferson at the dish will await as Graham will step off the rubber, calling time. The 1-1. Off speed, misses wide, ball 2. Nice full crowd here for Super Saturday. Falcons packing out their side, and of course Lugoff-Elgin, almost their home away from home in a way, have packed out their side as well. Harvley goes 2-1, high fastball for ball 3. The throw to second's not even close. Harvley could have stood into second. He'll have a stolen bag. It's now a 3-1 count. Lucas Beal, the catcher, will call time, and this is not a part of the order you want to lose. Of course, the dangerous USC Aiken commit Maverick Grigsby waiting on deck, and if it gets that far, it's Preston Cranford, both with hits today. Three in, 1 the count, 1 out. Runner on second for Lugoff-Elgin. It's a 3-1 count for Scott Graham on the hill as he faces the College of Charleston commit, A.J. Jefferson. Graham will wind and deal. The 3-1 is fouled back as I'm not sure what came flying off, I'll be honest. I think it was protection for Lucas Beal. One of his protectionary part of his catcher's gear. Yeah, it's like, that's crazy. It's like the left side, I think, of his chest protector came off after the foul ball skipped off of it, I guess. Coach Howell's going to come out here and check. Of course, that is not safe for Lucas. Or no, it's the right shoulder piece of his chest protector. I'm not sure how that came flying off, but after a quick fix, looks like it's back on. Well, it's 3-2, 1 gone. Top of the third, 2-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin as they're threatening again with Watson Harvley standing on second. Wind going from left to right across the diamond just after high noon. Sun shouldn't be a factor quite yet. Scott Graham will kick and deal. The payoff. Wide and away, ball 4. Harvley will stay at second even though that ball did not touch the mitt of Lucas Beal. Another walk for Jefferson puts runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the third for Lugoff-Elgin. Well, now it's Maverick Grigsby, who is going to be my petition for the all-name team for the Forest Acres Classic. The right-handed third baseman singled for an RBI his first go-around. That was against Adger Johnson. He now gets Scott Graham. The southpaw on the bump, deals the first pitch. Called, strike 1, fastball on the outside edge. Scott Graham having his 3rd appearance this season for AC Flora. Right now, currently a stat stand at 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 6 walks for AC Flora. The southpaw comes home, the 0-1. Change up upstairs, swing and a miss for strike 2. Beautiful. And of course, AC Flora's got to be careful against Lugoff-Elgin here today. Falcons have a big 2-game set with Camden this week. Do not want to try to just roll through pitchers if they need to. Something to keep an eye on as this game goes. Double steal to 0-2, throw to the third, not in time. Harvley slides in safely as Jefferson will take second. Oh, it's the 0-2, fastball upstairs for ball 1. Double steal works to perfection, and now Joe Ray is going to come talk to his pitcher. Joe, the shortstop, who, you know, usually more soft-spoken in the field, but he's been getting a couple more starts later and later now. 1-2 the count, runners at second and third. 1 out for Lugoff-Elgin, top of the third, 2-0 lead for the Demons. Looking to bounce back after an 8-1 loss on Wednesday. Again, sorry about the camera. I'll try to get that fixed between innings. Time is called at the plate. Grigsby will step out. Grigsby was 1 for 2 in the loss on Wednesday. In 267 so far this season. He awaits the 1-2. Just a tick outside. Good eye from Grigsby. It's 2-2. Looked like an off-speed pitch from Graham. Yeah, looked good to me, but I'm also a little offset to the left side. No hold on second or third for Harvley or Jefferson. The 2-2. That one's hard ground the third base line. That's a fair ball going to left field. A 2 RBI double for Maverick Grigsby. He'll slide into second safely. His third RBI of the game, and the Demons lead 4-0.
Now batting number 5, Preston Cranford.
Not an easy play for Harris Rivers in left. That ball had some legs, got over the third base bag past Lafitte, who was playing not close to that third base bag. And Grigsby now with a single and a double, 3 RBIs. Gives the Demons a 4-0 lead here in the top of the third with only 1 out. Now it's Preston Cranford, who singled his first go-around. He now gets Scott Graham, the southpaw. The lefty delivers. Off speed upstairs, ball 1. And that just goes back to show you the walks will kill you. 2 walks for Scott Graham. Both come home on the RBI double from Grigsby. The 1-0. Called strike 1. Fastball up in the top of the zone. Cranford coming in now 3 for 8 against AC Flora. It's 1-1 the count, 1 gone. Scott Graham will line and deal that chopper just left of the third base line, foul ball. Lafitte gave a diving effort to try to snag that ball, but it got past him and it's ruled foul. That ball would have got over the third base bag. It would be 5-0 Lugoff-Elgin. And now Coach Hallett's going to come and looks like some changes here on the bump, and yes, that'll do it. Scott Graham in the middle of the count will get taken out. So we'll be right back. Monty Lafitte will don the bump. 1-2 count, 1 gone when we return here at Falcon Field. All right, guys, welcome back. Monty Lafitte on the bump. First pitch, fastball low. It's a 1-2 count, so now it's 2-2 to Preston Cranford. And you can only imagine how hard this is for Cranford. You know, you stick with one pitcher, and you work the count 1 and 2, and all of a sudden Monty Lafitte comes up to inherit the 1 and 2. So now it's 2-2, righty on, righty, one gone. Knuckle curve hits Cranford. So Monty Lafitte, who came over from third, throws a ball and a hit batter. Again, sorry about the camera, everybody. I think it's just overheating. I'll see if Jack can look at it after halftime of the lacrosse game, but as of now, it's going to have to be down, and you're just going to get to hear my lovely voice for at least a little while. But Squarebug still works. I'll keep that updated. It's a 4-0 lead for the Demons. It's righty on righty as Aaron Pittman comes in, the right-handed DH who went down swinging his first go-around. Fastball called, strike one on the outside edge. Monty pitched a week ago against Charlotte Christian, pitched brilliantly, got the win in 4 innings pitched, only allowed 1 hit and 0 earned runs. Now a balk for Lafitte. I was looking down for half a second. I didn't see it. No way to look back on the camera, unfortunately. I'm hearing that they moved his shoulders a little bit. We're trying, basically rocking. So when you're set, you're set. So now runners at second and third here. 1 out, 0-1 the count. And that'll bring out Coach Howlett to come and talk. And after a quick explanation, Coach Howlett will retreat back to the dugout. Infield playing back. It's a 4-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. They have runners at second and third here in the top of the third. Righty on righty. Pittman awaits. He now calls time and will step out of the box. Pittman playing in 4 of the last 5 games. 4 for 6 now, or 4 for 7 rather, with a strikeout and 2 walks. The senior looking for his second RBI of the season. The 0-1's lined into left center field. It's going to be a play for Harris Rivers. Makes the one-handed grab, will come in. The throw to the plate. Going to bring Upfield up the right side of the line. So a sacrifice fly for Pittman makes it 5-0 Lugoff-Elgin. Another note, though, staying at second was Cranford. But it was good for a sac fly. Now Logan Crane will step back in. The right-hander walked his first go-around. That run, though, on the sac fly will be unfortunately awarded to Graham, meaning his day is done officially on my stat sheet. Righty on righty, Lafitte will come home. The knuckle curve is fouled straight back out of play. It's 0-1. The breeze blowing in feels very nice on this toasty afternoon. The 0-1 changeup misses wide. It's ball 1. Again, 1-1 the count, 2 gone here in the top of the third. 5-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. They've pushed 3 across so far this inning, looking for more. Lafitte, wind blowing at his back, will come home. The 1-1 changeup misses low and away. It's ball 2. Well, Lafitte making his 5th appearance, 3 earned runs over 10 in a 3rd inning pitch. That's good for a 2.03 ERA for the right-handed reliever. The 2-1. Looks like a slider stays upstairs. It's ball 3. And Crane, who worked to walk his first at-bat, is ahead 3-1. On deck if it gets that far, Luke Ferris. The 3-1. Knuckle curve, swing and a miss, strike 2. It's so much fun to watch. That really fooled the Knights last Saturday. And it does fool Crane right there. Well, 3-2, 2 gone. Runner on second here for Lugoff-Elgin with a 5-0 lead. Lafitte will come home. The payoff. Misses wide, ball 4. A 2-out walk for Lugoff-Elgin brings back Luke Ferris.
adding number 1, Luke Ferris.
Oh, Luke Ferris. He laid down a nice sacrifice bunt back in the second. However, this time won't be as fortunate, I don't think. He's going to have to put one in play. Also, by the way, Jack Chetwood over at third for AC Flora. Pickoff back to second, not in time. Well, not even a throw as Lafitte faked it after. Looked like Cranford could just step back in. Alrighty on ready, 2 gone. Runners up first and second. Lafitte trying to work out of danger here in the third. The first pitch, called strike 1. Change up right down Broadway. Ferris 4 for 11 this season for the Demons, 2 RBIs. The 0-1. Fastball, that one's lifted into right center field. Hernandez, the right fielder, will range back and will make the play to retire the side. The Falcons get out of it, but not before Lugoff-Elgin tacks on 3 more. It's a 5-0 lead for the Demons here in the Midlands, and we return on Definite Fiction. All right, sorry, y'all. There we go. My bad. Quickly running back and forth, trying to fix this camera, but I don't think anything's going to work. I'll have to wait till Jeff comes over from the halftime of the lacrosse game. So we'll be back to here to the dish. It's a 2-0 count here against Zach Sneed. 2 gone in the bottom of the third inning. Falcons have Joe Ray at first, trying to cut into this 5-0 deficit. Butler winds and deals. The off speed misses wide. It's ball 3. Sneed's not one to help a pitcher out. 14 walks. And Butler, who falls behind 3-0, has trouble since, of course, the dangerous Charlie Scott waits on deck and the former All-State Roper Wensky in the hole. And that'll prompt Logan Crane, the first baseman, to come give some words of advice to his pitcher. And Butler had a great showing for the first time through the orders. We'll have to see if the second one's as successful. These Falcons can hit, and if you give them an opening, they're going to jump through it. The 3-0. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. Sneed watched it. No reason to help the pitcher out there, so he falls or jumps and heads still 3-1. The 3-1 from Butler. Fastball misses wide. It's ball 4. Falcons have runners at first and second here for Charlie Scott. After Zach works his team-leading 15th walk for AC Flora, it's Charlie Scott now up, the right-handed center fielder, in a big-time moment. Charlie has 11 RBIs so far this year, hitting .324. They'd really like his team-leading .564 on-base percentage to get even better. Righty on righty, 2 gone. Bottom of the third. Butler will wind and deal. The first pitch low in the dirt for ball 1. Nice stop from Rabin. No action in the Demon bullpen. They're trying to row with Butler here. Playing their 4th game of the week. Falcons only playing their 2nd, but of course they're gearing up for a region-defining game against Gamden. The 1-0, that fastball's nubbed to short. Jefferson waits back, the flip to second, in time, side retired. Butler works around a hit by pitch and walk to get out of the jam. It's a 5-0 lead for the Demons as we head to the 4th here at Falcon Field. Right, welcome back here to Falcon Field. Again, apologies about the camera. It's overheating and it's just down right now. I'm still calling it radio style, so hopefully I'll be able to visualize the game through me, but we're going to wait for Jeff to come over at half. Just, the sun's very hot today. Well, first pitch is lined in the left center field from Colin Bright, but right at Harris Rivers. He makes the one-handed grab for out number 1. Mind the feet back on the bump for AC Flora. He got out of the jam back in the 3rd after he relieved Scott Graham. He'll be back to the top of the order we go. Michael Butler. Butler has grounded out and struck out his 2 plate appearances, but he'll see if he can help himself out. Righty on righty, one gone, top four. First pitch, call, strike one, a fastball on the outside edge. All after the game, I talked to the Blowfish owner, Bill Shanahan, our summer collegiate team in the Midlands in Lexington County. He told me, he said, Monty reminded him of Trevor Bauer in the way he warmed up and performed. The 0-1 off speed misses wide, it's ball one. That's a pretty high compliment from an owner who's done it all in the baseball industry, owning minor league teams and, of course, now a summer collegiate team. The 1-1. High changeup is beat into the ground. Foul. It'll be 1-2. So I'm trying to put the computer down, guys, so it doesn't, trying to keep it from overheating, meaning I'm going to guesstimate on the score bug. We're going to hope I'm right. But again, just listen, I'm going to do my best to kind of keep up with it, everything. The 1-2 from Monty. Looks like the off-speed stays upstairs. It's 2-2 now with one out. Righty on righty Lafitte, trying to now work through his first time through the order. The 2-2. That ball is poked to the right side. It will go foul out of play. Butler earlier in the week went 0 for 3 between Sparky and McCutcheon. The Falcons 1-2 punch that shut down the Demons through 7. Twos coming home. Fastball, that's lifted to left field. That's down the line. Going to be trouble for Harris Rivers. It will one bounce the wall. Butler will race into second standing. It's a one-out double. The Demons have a runner on second with one out for the top of the order. It's Watson Harvley. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Now will be a pitch runner here, courtesy runner for the pitcher, if you will. Landon Gregory will come and run for Butler.
Running at second base, number 13, Landon Gregory. Now batting for the Demons, number 2, Watson Harvey.
That's the left-handed Watson Harvley. The right-hander Lafitte steps off and now gets the runner caught between second and third. Gregory was going on first movement. The third baseman, Chetwood, runs him down, trying to go back to second, and there's 2 away. Mental mistake on the base pass for the Demons. Big break for Lafitte, who had a nice pickoff move to get Gregory. It's a much-needed pickoff as well. There's now 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. Clear count for the left-handed second baseman. Lafitte will wind and deal. The knuckle curve, called strike one on the outside edge. Monty, that knuckle curve looks beautiful as ever, and he's dialing it up here today. The 0-1. That knuckleball stays upstairs. It's ball one. That was more of a true knuckler rather than his knuckle curves. 1-1. Lafitte comes home. The fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. After 2 straight knuckles, Harvley couldn't catch up to it. It's now 1-2. The 1-2 from the righty. That ball's lying in the right center field. Going to be a tough play. Hernandez comes in and jumps to make the grab for out number 3, almost overrunning it. But for the first time, or the second time today, I guess, the Demons go 1-2-3 in order. It's a 5-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin, going to the halfway point in this game. right, welcome back to Falcon Field here in AC Flora High School. 5-0 lead for the Demons. Again, apologies about the camera. It's just overheating a little bit. So even if I try to cut it back on, it's going to cut back off, and there's nothing I can really do about it. With just all our cameras running today, we don't really have anything, so apologies again. But we are here now in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's righty on righty. Butler comes back, and first pitch off speed hits Wensky right in the back. Gets the Falcons going here the second time Butler's hit a player.
Now batting for the Birds, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Well, AC Flora is going to have some life here. It's going to be a leadoff base runner. First time, well, since Tyler came up, the Falcons have had a base runner on first with nobody out. The lefty digs in. He watches a fastball low in the zone for strike one, though. And it's pretty hot, so hopefully nothing cuts out on me. Apologies for just poor choice in weather, I guess, today. The heat turned up without any of us knowing. And, of course, I wore my darker Definite Fiction shirt today. The 0-1 changeup's foul tipped into the glove. It's 0-2 now. Well, Tyler, he had a single his first go-around, but was thrown out trying to go to second on the 4-6-3 double play. It's 0-2. Butler ahead. He'll come home out of the stretch. It's a fastball in the dirt for ball one. It's 1-2, nobody gone. Runner at first is Roper Wensky. Action now in the Demon bullpen for the first time this game. Butler steps off, recollects, and steps back on the rubber. Of course, there's someone working in the Falcons bullpen as well. The 1-2 from the righty. Off speed, misses low and away. It's ball two. Good eye from Tyler. The junior coming in, hitting 2 homers, 13 RBIs, went 3 for 4 in the win against Lugoff. He's hit these Demons very well through his couple of games against them. The 2-2. Fastball is fouled right back, and it hits the bat, so it'll stay foul again, double hit. But we look back at Tyler versus these Lugoff-Elgin Demons. Now 4 for 14 with 4 RBIs, but he's come in blazing hot now, 6 for his last 16, a double and 2 RBIs. It's 2-2 the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Pick off to first as Wensky can flop back in the first. There's not really an easy way to say it. Wensky does have 3 stolen bags, the All-State second baseman, but not getting a big lead over at first, respecting the pickoff move of Butler. Butler fires. Elevated fastball misses. It's ball 3. That'll fill her up here. 3-2. Nobody out here. We go, bottom 4th, Falcons trail 5-0. It's the heart of the order, though. 3-4-5. Butler fires. The fastball misses low and away. Ball 4. A hit by pitch and a walk. It's the Falcons going here in the 4th. As Butler going to have to start working through some trouble, and that brings out Coach Ward. Well, nobody gone. Runners at first and second as Coach Ward will come out for the second time and talk to his starting pitcher. Butler only allowed 2 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 1, and hit a pair as well. He's been damaging himself, and we'll be right back. Music on the loudspeaker. All right, apologies. I'm not sure what got hit in the computer. I put it on the ground, so we're trying to keep it from overheating. So now the scorebug should be good. 2 on, nobody gone here for the right-handed Rohan Bremer. Third baseman Grigsby creeping in on the infield grass. Same with the first baseman Crane. Bremer now shows Bunny, puts it down to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. Grigsby fields it. The strong throw to first in time for out number 1, but it moves both runners into scoring position. Rohan puts the sack bunt down and gets the Falcons a chance to try to strike here in this game against the Demons.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 32, Monty Lafitte.
So Butler will stay out. He now has to deal with one of the hottest hitters in this Falcon lineup. It's Monty Lafitte. First go-around, though, was not Monty's day. Monty grounded out in a 4-6-3 double play to the second baseman, Harvley. It's righty on, righty, one gone as finally get some protection as the cloud cover ranges over. Butler will wind and deal the first pitch. Fastball up and in, ball 1. On deck, if it gets that far, it's going to be Dylan Hernandez. He may be replacing Lucas Beal. Falcons trying to cut into this 5-0 lead the Demons have. They've held it since the first and tacked on in the third. The 1-0. Off speed up in the strike zone for strike 1. Lafitte, second time he's kind of given that reaction where he stepped out for a second, then kind of looked up saying that was more of a ball than a strike. At least that's what he thought. It's 1 in, 1 out. Runners at second and third for AC Flora. 5-0 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. Trying to update y'all with the camera being down again. Apologies for just joining me. Very hot here in the Midlands with all our resources stretched due to Super Saturday. We don't have the proper protection, so the camera's overheating. I could try to cut it back on, but it's going to cut back off anyway, and I'm sure y'all want to hear my lovely voice anyways, right? Looks like a ball snuck onto the field that right side, so Crane, one way to tire you out is to have to run all the way down, halfway down the foul line and have to retrieve a ball for some fans. Well, ball is retrieved. We'll get back to play. Righty on righty, 1 in, 1 the count, 1 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Falcons trying to fight back. They have runners at second and third. Butler comes on, the fastball. That one's ground to the left side. Grigsby can't get it. Jefferson can't get it. Goes into left field. 1-1 will score. Hernandez held at third as Lonnie Lafitte with an RBI single gets AC Flora on the board. It's 5-1. That got through the diving attempts of both the third baseman and the shortstop. Lonnie Lafitte gets the Falcons on the board, and now it's a 4-run lead for Lugoff-Elgin.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 12, Dylan Hernandez.
So after some lineup changes, seems like everything's going to go back the way it was. Dylan Hernandez will dig in for the first time today, the young budding sophomore. Seems like Coach Ward's going to roll with his starter, Butler. It was a mound visit between the first baseman, Crane, and the catcher, Rabin. So Dylan Hernandez will hit for Lucas Beal. Dylan has been catching pretty much all of the last 5 games, and now he'll step in for the first time. 2 for his last 15 with a double. He loved to snap that skid and rarely get the Falcons back into striking distance. Righty on righty, 1 out, bottom 4. 5-1 lead for the Demons. Falcons have runners at the corners. Butler sighs and comes home. The first pitch, swing and a miss through a changeup, strike 1. It was JT Williams who was warming up in the Demon bullpen. Williams, one of the best relief pitchers / starters the Demons have to offer. He hasn't pitched since Blythewood as well, so you've got to imagine, or excuse me, he pitched earlier this week, but he only pitched a couple innings, so you got to imagine he could be the player we see. Time called by Dylan Hernandez in the box. He'll step out. Even though Dylan's 2 for 15, he's been hitting over 200 as he pops that one to the left side. Grigsby, the third baseman, ranges over, but he watches it hit the Demon dugout. It'll be 0-2. Before I was rudely interrupted, Dylan, even though he's 2 for his last 15, still hitting 267 on the season, over 30 at-bats with 4 RBIs. Dylan trying to rally the troops here in the 4th inning. Get these Falcons bats moving. Butler's been great today, limiting to AC Flora to only 3 hits. It's 0-2 the count, 1 out. Runners at the corners for the Falcons. Butler comes home, the fastball. That one's grounded to the third baseman. Grigsby makes the play. Now it's a run down between third and home. Tyler got caught and will get tagged out. Just an unfortunate play for AC Flora. It looked like Grigsby was going to have to hold up on the throw home, but Tyler kind of second-guessed himself. Stop between third and home, which got him thrown out by Grigsby. So now it's Harris Rivers looking for the big-time hit here. Coach Hallett's going to come in and lineup change here.
Number 11, Harris Rivers.
It's Dylan over at first, our catcher, so I would assume courtesy runners are about to be moved. Over at second is Monty Lafitte. Well, never mind. I guess we're just going to stay where we are. So Hernandez at first, Lafitte at second. 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th. Here for Harris Rivers. So I've been trying to check all like kind of the bugs. It's just making sure nothing's overheating and everything's staying up. I don't know if Jeff's coming over, but I was hoping he was going to. Alrighty on righty here. Time called. Harris will call it. Well, Harris Rivers had a big-time RBI against Charlotte Christian that tied the game at 1 at the time. Now he's looking to deliver here in a big spot against an old rival. Butler trying to work through his 4th inning. The first pitch, called strike 1, fastball low in the zone. Butler, if he can just get out of this inning, will be in line for his 2nd win of the season. Andrew Johnson is technically the Falcon on hook for the loss. Oh, and 1. Butler fires the off speed. Called strike 2. Another low in the zone pitch that froze Rivers. Long pause between pitches. Rivers, who lined out to the right fielder his first go around. He's behind 0-2. Butler will kick and deal. The pitch. Foul tipped into the glove. No, it's a drop third strike. And now giving the hand Rabin. The low throw is dug out by Crane's side, retired. Butler works around some trouble. Only allows 1 Falcon to score, and he keeps the Demon lead intact. It's a 5-1 game going to the 5th here at Falcon Field. Welcome back to Falcon Field again. Sorry about the camera. That's a 5-1 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. Here's the first pitch to A.J. Jefferson. Is a fastball upstairs called strike one, though. Well, the Falcons struck back in the fourth. They had a RBI single from Monty Lafitte. Trail 5-1 is the curveball. That one's drilled in the left center field. Going back, Charlie Scott. Harris Rivers, the left fielder, is called off as Charlie makes the one-handed grab near the warning track. A long fly out for the first out here in the fifth.
Now batting number 6, Maverick Grigsby.
Brings back up Maverick Grigsby, who's been killing AC Flora this season so far. Now against our Falcons this year, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, has 4 of the 6 RBIs that Lugoff-Elgin has accumulated so far in these 2 games. Righty on righty, Lafitte fires. Fastball called, strike one on the outside edge. This is the first time that Grigsby will see Lafitte. The 0-1. That fastball's lined to left center field. Rivers, the left fielder, comes on and will make the play for out number 2. The left fielder, Rivers, was very much shaded into that left center gap. Took a potential extra base hit from Grigsby away, and just like that, there's 2 away here in the fifth. Falcons trying to get their first natural 3-up, 3-down. They have a lot of base runners in both the second and the fourth, but after some pickoffs and some caught stealings, they were retired. Now it's righty on righty for Preston Cranford. First pitch is a fastball wide for ball 1. The 1-0 from the righty. Called strike one, a fastball on the outside edge against the right-handed Cranford, who is 1 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch and walked so far today. Ones from the feet. The fastball's ground to the left side. The shortstop Ray plays back. The strong throw to first in time, and the side is retired. Give it up for Monty Lafitte. 3-up, 3-down here for the Demons in the fifth, and the Falcons will come up to bat, trailing by 4 when we return. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. Beautiful Forest Acres, South Carolina, I might add. A little on the warmer side today, which is why you see no camera on the stream. It's just too hot, and with everything kind of stretched today for lacrosse and baseball, it seems like we just unable to, unfortunately, kind of get that figured out. But all is good. You're still able to hear me, so it works out the same way. We return here. It's a 5-1 lead for Lugoff-Elgin. And return to the bump. It's Michael Butler, still going strong. Paul Choate leading off, pitch hitting for AC Flora. Takes a fastball inside for strike one, though. He hitting for Joe Ray. Well, this is the Falcons' chance. 9-1-2 this inning, as Butler's set to have to go through the third time through the order if they do keep him in. The right-hander comes home. The fastball is muscled over to the right side. Going to be a tough play for Crane. And that falls between Crane and Ferris. The right fielder fields it, but a bloop single from Monty Lafitte gets the Falcons started here in the fifth. Paul Choate, rather. I apologize, Paul.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 15.
I think everything's thrown me off today. Well, after Paul Choate went out get to first, the Falcons It's the top of the order back up, Zach Sneed for the third time. He drew a walk the first time around against Butler. Now the lefty will dig in for the third time, or excuse me, the second time up. My mind's elsewhere trying to make sure nothing's going too badly. Should be a bit more concise for the Forest Acres Classic. The 1-0 fastball, or the first pitch fastball is low for ball one. It is 1-0. Well, Paul Choate over at first has 2 stolen bags this season. He'll try to help out the leadoff hitter, AC Flores Citadel commit, Zach Sneed. The 1-0. Fastball low, ball 2. Well, Sneed's not one to offer at many pitches in the dirt. As you saw last at bat, he worked about a 5-pitch walk against Butler, and one of the 2-1s Butler's allowed. 2-0. Fastball hard hit to the right side. That's going to get in the right field for a base hit. Choate had stopped, so he stays at second, making sure he doesn't get hit. And now a single puts runners at first and second for AC Flora, and that may be all for Butler. Butler, who's done very good work against the Falcons today. Third time through the order, starts off with a hard hit single for Sneed, and now the Falcons may run the starter out, but it's not going to get a lot easier if Lugoff brings in who they were warming up. It looks like they are the junior set to go. He's about to come out, as Michael Butler will most likely stay in the field, but we'll be right back at Falcon Field. A 5-1 lead for Lugoff-Elgin as Michael Butler's day is done. All right, we're going to come back a little early. We'll tell you about the pitcher on the mound, JT Williams, the junior, making his 6th appearance of the season. He started 3 games, a 1.96 ERA over 10 and 2/3 innings pitched. He got the win against Ridgeview in their game on Tuesday, and now he looks to close it down here against AC Flora. Runners at first and second, nobody gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Falcons trail 5-1 as the corners are in against Charlie Scott. Charlie is hitting, and he fouls one right back into his foot. Looks like a changeup. It'll be 0-1. Charlie, he's 1 for 2 with a single and a fielder's choice. He was thrown out trying to steal third back in the first inning. Falcons were trying to be aggressive, getting those 2 runs back. Instead, now it's a 5-1 lead. The 0-1. Williams fires in the dirt. Nice stop from Rabin behind the dish. It's 1-1. Well, this is where the Falcons need to do their damage. It's the heart of the order. Paul Choate, the 9-hole, standing at second. The leadoff hitter, Zach Sneed at first. Charlie hitting second. He's at the dish. In the hole, it's Tyler Hernandez batting fourth. And on deck, the All-State Roper Wensky batting third. Williams has his work cut out for him. The 1-1. Off speed in the dirt. Nice stop from Rabin again. It's now 2-1. Well, the Falcons have been hitting as of late. This team averages just under 7 runs per game. Lugoff-Elgin, though, only allowing 4 runs per game this season, comparing to they score around 5. So they're on pace, ahead of pace, AC Flora. A little below pace. They usually only give up around 3.5 runs per game. The 2-1 from Williams. That one's lined to left center field, or left down the line. It will hook foul, excuse me. Look, it was going to go left center and then just curved all of nowhere, and more probably left field. I don't know why I called left center, but definitely took a left-hand turn and got into foul ground, but Charlie was running very quickly. If it would have got down, you could imagine 2 runs would have tried to score for AC Flora. What a tough play for Cranford. Around the diamond, Colin Bright moves over from center to right, and then the pitcher, Michael Butler, he stays in the game at center field. JT Williams into pitch. So 2-2 the count, nobody gone, bottom 5. Falcons have runners at first and second with nobody out. Williams will fire the 2-2. That one's popped to the right side of the infield. The first baseman, Crane, going behind the bag. Going to be a tough play, and he can't. No, does he make it? I can't tell. Did he catch it? No, he did not. Just came up short. Would have been a Willie Mays-esque over-the-shoulder grab. I would have been very impressed. It was also Harvley giving chase to second baseman. Both of them just couldn't catch up to it. So Scott will get another chance to hit. Count 2-2 now for Charlie Scott. The talented center fielder. He beat out an infield single, an infield bunt, more rather his first go around, looking for his first actual hit. The 2-2. Slider stays away, that'll fill her up. 3-2, nobody gone. Falcons looking to get Charlie Scott on and bring the tying run to the plate. Williams looking both runners back. He'll kick and deal the payoff. Ground to the left side. Grigsby, the third baseman's got it. The throw to second. No, not in time. Harvley steps off the bag. He couldn't hold the foot. Everybody's safe, and the Falcons have the bases loaded. So it was grounded to the third baseman. Grigsby made the nice play through to second for 1, but however, Harvley was brought off the bag. Couldn't hold the force out. So the Falcons will load him up here with nobody out. A break for AC Flora. And this is the danger zone for the Demons as Roper Wensky steps into the plate. Roper has been hit and laid down a sacrifice bunt. This kid is hitting everything in sight, hitting 400. 9 RBIs, 3 doubles, excuse me. JT Williams going to have his work cut out for him. This is what you live for. Bases loaded, nobody out, righty on righty. First pitch. Fastball's ground to the third base line. Foul ball. Gets just left of the third base bag. No chance for Grigsby. Or for that matter, for Zach Sneed, who had to duck out of the way just in case. Roper, who's come in scorching. 9 of his last 18. 0-1. He lines that one in the right center field. Bright coming on. He can't run it down. It gets in the gap for extra bases. Choate will score. Sneed around third to score. Getting the windmill is Charlie Scott. The speedster will stand as Roper Wensky with an RBI triple. Gets away into the Demon dugout. It's a Little League home run to tie the game. A 3 RBI triple on an error on the throw to third. The Falcons tie it up. It's 5-all. Wenski unloads the bases, an RBI triple into the right center field gap. Everybody scores, and then Wenski will get home off the wild throw into third that gets into the Demon dugout. The Falcons flip this game on its head. It's 5-5. Roper Wenski continues to have a year for him again. The All-State second baseman adds to his incredible AC Flora track record. We got a whole new ball game, folks. Let's reset 5-5 here at Falcon Field. Nobody gone for the left-handed Tyler Hernandez. The off-speed is wide, ball one. Got to give a lot of credit to Colin Bright, though. The right fielder almost ran that one down fully in the gap. Just a step out of his reach. Williams will fire the 1-0. Called strike one low in the zone. What a play. I'm just still speechless. Roper Wenski continuing to add to his incredible AC Flora record as the changeup is swung through and missed. It's 1-2. There's officially 2 errors for Lugoff-Elgin so far this inning. The 1-2. That one's popped to the left side of the infield. Jefferson, the shortstop, settles under it. He'll make the one-handed grab, and there's one away, excuse me. I forget even how much we have. It's been such a long inning. Now brings up Rohan Bremer. Rohan coming off of his first ever varsity homer at Lugoff on Wednesday. The talented sophomore digs in with nobody on the base pass and one out here in the 5th. Williams fires. The fastball is grounded over to the shortstop Jefferson. He plays it back on the hop, gives a strong throw to first, and there's 2 away. Well, I just got a text from Jeff. Seems like heat's everywhere here at Falcon Field. Just a hot day in the Midlands where the temperatures turned up into the high 80s. So I apologize for the camera again. You still listen to the call, I guess, but not the same with no camera in, and I apologize for everyone watching out of state. You can still hear me, though, which is, I guess, what matters the most to me, maybe, hopefully you. I don't know. Ready on ready for Monty Lafitte. First pitch off speed is popped to the right side. It will go foul and out of play. Well, Lafitte, he had a single back in the 4th inning. He was left stranded at second. He's also grounded into a double play. That was back in the 2nd. Again, 5-5 game. It was a bases-clearing RBI triple for Roper Wenski, and he was able to take home off the missed throw into 3rd. It was 0-1. Fastball misses wide, ball one. 1-1 the count, 2 gone. 5-5 game. We've all tied here at Falcon Field. It's going to come down to the wire between 2 old region foes. Williams will wind and deal. The 1-1. That one's lifted into center field. Butler ranges back toward the warning track at the wall. He looks up, he jumps, it's off the wall. It'll bounce in front of him. Lafitte will race around second. Butler will come in, get the throw in, but it's a triple for Monty Lafitte with 2 outs. Well, maybe on another field, that would have been a homer. Unfortunately, the high walls tell Monty Lafitte no, but he'll take his first triple of the year. As I said, these Falcons can hit, and all of a sudden, the go-ahead runner's at 3rd for Dylan Hernandez. A courtesy runner for the pitcher as Lafitte will go back in. You know, Jeff and I joked, I think it was last week? No, it was Lancaster game, yes. So a week and a half, we were joking. I said, Monty's not the definition of a stolen base threat. Unfortunately, that just proves my point. Lafitte, I feel like if it'd have been a tough play to get home, but I feel like there's a couple players like maybe Charlie Scott who would have got home. My point is proven. He's not slow, but he's no Charlie Scott, so take that, Jeff Rose. Well, courtesy running is Lucas Price at 3rd. It's Dylan Hernandez up, the 8th batter in the inning. Man on third, 2 gone, righty on righty. 5-5 game. Williams fires home, the fastball's away, ball 1. Again, a game that was 5-0 coming into the bottom of the 4th. The Falcons have now tied it in the bottom of the 5th. Williams will kick and deal, the 1-0. Chopped over to the left side, nice snag from Grigsby, the third baseman. Strong throw to first is in time as the USC Aiken commit gets the Demons out of the inning, but not before it's tied. The Falcons get 5 here, and now it's a 5-5 game. We'll go to the 6th in the Midlands. All right, welcome back to Falcon Field. New game here between Lugoff-Elgin and AC Flora. Lugoff jumped out in front early in the first, never looked back. Well, that was until last inning. Roper Wensky, a bases clearing RBI triple where he took home after the wild throw into third got into the Demon dugout. So we are tied here 5-all here in the 6th. Dylan Hernandez will stay in to catch. Leading off, it's Aaron Pittman, the DH. He watches the off-speed stay away in this right-handed showdown. It's ball 1. Monty Lafitte back on the bump for AC Flora. The 1-0, that one's poked foul back into the net. It'll be 1-1. Well, Pittman, he has an RBI this game off a sac fly in the 3rd. He's also struck out swinging. But this is the first time he's facing Lafitte. Or no, I think it's Scott Graham. Technically, he was the first one to face Lafitte. However, the run goes towards Scott Graham. 1-1. Off speed stays away. Ball 2. Again, if you're just joining me, sorry about the camera. It's a scorcher here in the Midlands, meaning everything's overheating. Jeff and I are both dealing with heat on our own self, so the camera's just going to be down, I think, the rest of the game, and I'm going to hopefully nothing else overheats. The stream's at least still up so you can hear me. The 2-1. That one's lined into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Pittman will take the hard turnaround first, but a good throw from Harris Rivers keeps him there. Pittman's first hit of the game puts a leadoff single on for the Demons, and the Falcons now are going to come out and talk to their pitcher, Monty Lafitte. Monty's given the Falcons some big-time relief innings, has gone 2 2/3 so far, but that will be the end of his day. One of the best relievers for AC Flora continues to provide. Kept the Demons at 5, and that's where this game is 5-5. We'll be right back as Joe Ray will don the bump when we return. All right, welcome back to Falcon Field. Gotta talk to Coach Howard after the game. He's getting me to erase all over my score sheet. So Jack Chetwood will stay at third. Joe Ray comes into pitch, and Monty Lafitte will go to short. A lot of erase marks here, but we're all good to go. Righty on righty, bunt called. Strike one as Crane pulled it back. Looks like a fastball on the outside edge. Is Joe Ray in there to pitch for the first time in a couple while. Trying to just write everything down at once. It's righty on righty, 0-1. I think that's right. Crane shows bunt again. The off-speed stays wide. It's now 1-1. Well, let's look at Joe Ray, the sophomore, making his third appearance of the season. 2 earned runs over 5 innings pitched for AC Flora. 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. First time he's pitched in a couple weeks. Against the Blythewood Bengals was the last time. 1-1 bunt attempt is pulled back after the changeup is low. It's ball 2. Well, Logan Crane has walked not once but twice today. That was against Scott Graham and Monty Lafitte, excuse me. Now that bunt's pushed down the right side. It will go foul. It'll be 2-2. Crane, the junior, now has 11 walks on the season. 11 strikeouts as well. It's a 2-2 count with no gone and a guy at first. Ray fires the fastball, swung on and missed, strike 3. Outside heater is good for strikeout number 1 for Ray, and out number 1 here in the 6th.
Up next, number 11, Logan Crane.
Let's say that is that is JT Williams hitting now for the first time. Williams will stay in to hit, and this is his first at-bat of the season. Usually what they'll do is they'll stay to DH, but it seems like Williams is going to stay in and hit. He has not had an at-bat in these last 2 years for Lugoff, and now I'm pretty sure that's right. I didn't see anything, and now Joe Ray, Dylan Hernandez are having a long talk on the mound. Not sure what was taking them. They were looking all the way over to the right side, as everyone was kind of looking over that way. Oh well, all right. Well, Aaron Pittman standing on first. They weren't really looking at him, I don't think. And now Coach Howell's going to come out and talk to his young pitcher. We'll be right back. Music means I go away. All right, welcome back to Falcon Field, as now the third pitcher of the inning will come in for AC Flora, which is really weird when you think about it when you only know there's 1 out, but it's a lot weirder to think about when you know there's only been now the third batter of the innings up in JT Williams. So no runs have been pushed across, as now Luke Shalcom will come in, and Luke, one of the best pitchers AC Flora has to offer, the Trinity College commit up in Connecticut. will don the bump. Righty on righty to JT Williams. That ball's grounded to short. Joe Ray waits back. On to second for one. On to first, 6-4-3. Lagoon throws one pitch and gets a 6-4-3 double play for JT Williams, and that will retire the side. 3 pitchers, 3 outs, no problem. 5-5 game going to the bottom of the 6th when we come back. Have that tying run 90 feet away with nobody out. A 2 RBI triple. That's the first 2 runs Shalcombe has allowed all season. And the Demons are 1 hit away, or 1 outfield hit away from tying this game.
Now batting number 3, Andrew Jefferson.
Well, this has been a big time game. The Falcons turn to one of their premier relief pitchers to try to get out of it. However, Watson Harvley put one down the first base line, a grounder right over the bag that Sneed couldn't grab. It got all the way to the right field corner, in which they allowed a triple for Harvley. And now it's a 1-run game for A.J. Jefferson, the College of Charleston commit. The first triple of the year for Watson Harvley. And now the College of Charleston commit just needs 1 sac fly to get the lead. Righty on righty, still nobody out here in the 7th. 1-run lead for the Falcons. Infield is in, first pitch off speed away, ball 1. Harvley, fleet-footed indeed, over at third. Falcons may try to come home or keep him there. Jefferson is 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Off speed in the dirt, what a block from Hernandez, keeps him there, it's 2-0. Did the stream cut off? Yeah, I knew that. Oh well. Righty on righty, nobody gone. Shalcombe fires, the fastball called, strike 1 on the outside edge. They better not cut out, called Charlie Homer. Huh? Yeah. The 2-1, Shalcombe fires, that ball line caught, no! Dropped by the second baseman Wensky, but he'll collect and fire to first. A hard hit ball that the All-State second baseman knocks down and gets a big first out there for Luke Shalcombe. It was on a line to hit Wensky's glove, popped out, but he recovers and gets over to first. More importantly, keeping the tying run now at third. Infield is still in for Maverick Grigsby, who has just been a Falcon killer today. 3 hard hit balls, 2 of them for hits, a single, a double, and 3 RBIs. Righty on righty. Shalcombe stares at the runner at third, the pickoff to third, he got him! Luke Shalcombe! The best pickoff move he's ever done in a Falcon uniform, got Harvley leaning. The tag from Jack Chetwood is good, and there's 2 away just like that. A base running blunder for the Demons that could cost them potentially the win, and now Coach Howell will come out and talk to his right-handed pitcher. Just something you could not have happen at any level. The tying run getting thrown out at third. Be a quick mound visit here for Coach Howard. I'll put some music on real quick, just in the background, but what a play. I mean, this is everything you've wanted in the game. I apologize for the camera being down. Y'all not be able to see it. But an incredible game between the Demons and the Falcons, renewing a rivalry. And now it's all on the shoulders of Maverick Grigsby to try to keep this game alive. Infield will retreat to normal depth. Righty on righty, 2 gone. Falcons lead it by 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Shalcombe trying to close this game out for AC Flora. First pitch, kicked up some dirt, a heater low, it's ball 1. Well, technically, after all the theatrics, Shalcombe is on hook for if AC Flora gets it. Williams will be in for the loss. Or no, technically, yeah, no, it'll be Gregory, I think, actually. I apologize. 1-0. Lagoon fires. Change up in the dirt for ball 2. Well, again, as I kind of mentioned before, trying to get the last out, being Maverick Grigsby, a lot easier said than done. Grigsby leads the team with RBIs in 15. He came in hitting 267. That's going to be way more than that. And he was already feeling it. He's now 7 for his last 17. 2-0. Shalcombe fires. Fastball misses wide. Ball 3. On deck if it gets that far, it's Preston Cranford. And in the hole, it's the DH, Aaron Pittman. Lagoon trying to keep the tying run off the base pass yet again. The 3-0. Called strike 1, off speed on the outside edge. Grigsby was about to lose all the gear instead. He retrieves the bat after he chucked it, and he'll have to go pick it up for a 3-1. Three and 1 on the way. The off speed called strike 2. Same location. Grigsby still doesn't like it, but it fills the count up. 3-2, 2 gone. Bottom 7. 8-7 lead for AC Flora, trying to close out the Demons here at home for the first time since 2022. The former All-State second baseman, the USC Aiken commit awaits. The Trinity College commit on the bump comes set and now steps off. Senior versus senior in a big-time moment here at Falcon Field, maybe a prelude to the Forest Acres Classic. The payoff on the way. Hits Grigsby in the head. The off speed, he looked like he ducked into it in a way. Would have hit him either way, is not the point, but looks like he's all right. And now the tying run will go to first with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5, Preston Cranford.
And now it's Preston Cranford up. Cranford 1 for 2. He's been hit, he's singled, and has grounded out today. Shalcombe, after allowing his first 2 runs of the season, earned runs, I might add, trying to keep another earned run over at first. Falcons lead it by 1, 8-7, top of the 7th with 2 gone. Righty on righty, first pitch to Cranford, called strike 1, a heater on the outside edge. Cranford has come in raking, came in hitting .341 with 7 RBIs and a homer. The 0-1, fastball misses wide, ball 1. 1-1 the count against Cranford. If it gets that far, on deck the DH, Aaron Pittman. Falcons trying to get a big win on Super Saturday, get some momentum towards Camden, what will decide the region. 1-1. The fastball wide, ball 2. Looks like Shalcombe overthrew a little bit. The 1-2. Called strike 2. Change up on the inside edge, excuse me. And now the Demons are down to their final strike. 2-2 the count, 2 gone. 1-run lead for AC Flora, the tying run for Lugoff-Elgin over at first. The 2s, that one's sliced foul. Cranford fights one off to stay alive. It goes out of play to the right side. On their first game this week, Cranford was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Trying to stay afloat here against Shalcombe. 2s. That one's lined in the right center field, coming on quickly. Hernandez trying to get there. He can't get it. It's a gapper. Goes all the way to the wall. Grigsby getting the windmill around third. He will score as the throw goes to third. Not in time. A 2 out down to their last strike. RBI triple ties this game at 8 for This game continues to amaze, and Preston Cranford plays hero. It's 8-8 now here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting number 20, Aaron Pittman.
The Demons, after allowing 8 unanswered runs come across for AC Flora, now have scored 3 of their own in the 7th to tie. It's Aaron Pittman, righty on righty. Off speed upstairs, ball 1. And now Joe Ray, the shortstop, has to come behind Shalcom in case of an overthrow. So no runners comes home as the go-ahead run now 90 feet away in Cranford. 1-0. Called strike 1. Fastball right down Broadway as Shalcom loses the hat. The Trinity College commit has been solid all year as the 1-1. He works quickly and hits Pittman in the back. Off speed right between the numbers will bring up Logan Crane. And this will bring out Dylan Hernandez trying to calm Shalcom down. Righty on righty, Shalcom fires. Called strike 1, off speed right down the middle against Crane. Crane is now 1 for his last 10. He has worked 5 walks though. The 0-1. Called strike 2, curveball dotted up on the inside part of the plate. It's now 0-2. Sun beaming down, 8-8 game, top of the 7th. Lugoff-Elgin has runners at first and third with 2 outs. And now Pittman's gonna get caught between first and second. Shalcom's gonna hold the ball. Make sure there's no runner that will come home. They've already had a situation where Jefferson came home back in the first inning exactly like that, where Grigsby put on the brakes trying to bait a throw. It will be a stolen base for Pittman. Now there's runners at second and third with 2 outs. The 0-2. Missed wide. Fastball. Shalcom couldn't believe it. Mouth was wide open. He'll go retrieve his hat after it came off. It's now 1-2. A tough call, a tough pitch for Crane to take, but give him credit, he took it. And another note, that was Pittman's first stolen bag of the season. The 1-2. Fastball misses wide, ball 2. 2's wild, 2-2 the count, 2 gone. 2 on, second and third, and an 8-8 ball game right here at Falcon Field. Wind blowing from left to right, sun barreling down on everybody here. Shalcom, the wind and deal, the 2-2. That one's chopped to the left side. Chetwood, the third baseman, waits on it. The throw to first is low, but dug out by Sneed. That will do it, side retired. However, 8 Demons come to bat. 3 of them cross home plate, which ties this game at 8. We'll be right back here at Falcon Field for the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. In a game of twists and turns, we come back to the bottom of the 7th. A tied ball game, 8-8. The Demons rallied with 2 outs last inning and got 3 runners back. after the tying run got picked off at third. I think it was a walk and then a RBI triple there from Preston Cranford tied this game at 8. Now it's Landon Gregory having to come out trying to get the win. We'll be right back, Chicken Dance. All right, we are back here after Landon Gregory warmed up, did everything he needed to do. He gets subbed out for Griffin Proctor. And well, Gregory gave up the 2-run homer, and Proctor has not allowed an earned run yet this season, so we'll see what happens. Lefty on righty. Bremer will dig in for the fourth time this game. Tied game at 8. First pitch to him. Looked like a changeup inside, called strike one, and Proctor's no easy task. Proctor making his 6th appearance with a save. That was on Thursday. 0 earned runs over 5 innings pitched. The 0-1. Fastball way upstairs, over the head. It's 2-0. Or 1-1, excuse me. Scoreboard's wrong, gotta remember that. So 1-1 the count, nobody gone. Tied game in the bottom of the 7th, 8-8 between AC Flora and Lugoff-Elgin. The southpaw will kick and deal. Swing and a miss, changeup. On the outside edge, it's 1-2. Well, Bremer so far today is 0 for 2. Ground out, fly out, and a sacrifice bunt. He did homer, though, looking to maybe replicate that. The 2-1, it's elevated foul behind the netting. It'll be 2-2. The wind's now changed, is coming in from right center field, something to note. Bremer homered to left center on Wednesday. 2-2. Fastball in the dirt. Filler up. Now it's 2-2. Gosh, I remember the scoreboard's off. 2-2 the count. Nobody gone. Nobody on the base pass for Bremer. Falcons have 5, 6, 7 due up. It's Bremer, Lafitte, and Dylan Hernandez. The southpaw fires the 2-2. Off speed, misses inside. Now it's 3-2. So now it's a full count. 3-2. Nobody gone. There we go. Bremer, who leads the team in RBIs, leading the team, I want to say, just RBIs. On base percentage is also up there. Excuse me, I got a bit ahead of myself, the young sophomore. I can calm down now. Jeff's fixed the camera problems. The payoff. Call, strike 3 looking, changeup on the inside edge. Bremer couldn't believe it. He thought it was way inside. Well, it's now the 4th strikeout of the season for Proctor, and Monty Lafitte will step in the box with 1. Monty is 2 for 3 this afternoon. A single, a triple, and a double play grounded into. The southpaw on the bump will deal to the right-hander at the dish with 1 out. The first pitch is a fastball low and inside, ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball hits Lafitte in the thigh. Looks like it got away from Proctor, and the winning run is now on the base pass for AC Flora. Oh, Monty Lafitte is now DHing. He's no longer a pitcher.
12, Dylan Hernandez.
I've yet to tell Jeff about how it was right last week, but I could imagine a courtesy runner / pitch runner would come in for Lafitte. However, it doesn't seem that way. Well, it's Dylan Hernandez up. Dylan came into this game back in the 3rd inning. Or I think the 4th, excuse me. I apologize. He's 0 for 2, a grounding into a fielder's choice and a ground out. The right-hander at the plate awaits. The first pitch from Proctor. Change up inside low, ball 1. Oh, Jeff. So Monty Lafitte, he got a gapper that got a triple. He probably could have got home, if it was a stolen base threat. He had a triple, but he probably could have got home if he was a stolen base threat, Sorry, your inside joke for every Flora fan, or sorry, Demons fans. 1-0. Fastball, that one's beaten into the ground. It goes foul as Rabin bare-handed it, was ready to throw it down to second. Looked like it pounded right into home plate and then back into the hands of Rabin, who was in foul grounds. So 1 in, 1 the count, 1 gone. Runner on first. The winning run for AC Flora in this 8-8 ball game is Monty Lafitte. At the dish, it's Dylan Hernandez, the young catcher. The junior on the hill comes home. That one's lined into left field, but it will hook way foul, get out of play in a hurry. Hernandez jumped all over the off speed and just missed it. Count now 1 in, 2, 1 gone. Again, if we do go to extras, it will be 8, 9, and 1 due up for Lugoff-Elgin. Falcons trying to walk off their 2nd straight game here at Falcon Field. Time called by Hernandez behind the dish. The last time a walk-off happened was last Saturday against Charlotte Christian. Paul Choate put down the best sacrifice bunt you're ever going to see. That caused the misplay on the throw to first and allowed the winning run to score. The 1-2 from Proctor. Swing and a miss. Curveball for strike number 3. Throw down to first, not in time. There's 2 away. The 2nd strikeout of the inning for Proctor.
Up next for the Falcons, number 11, Harris
Now it's
Rivers.
Harris Rivers up. Harris had a single that got the 6th inning going for AC Flora his last time up. He's also struck out and lined out. And that's how his 3 plate appearances have gone. The southpaw looks back at first and now picks off. Lafitte flops back in safely. This game, my phone has a temperature warning. This game moving closer and closer to the 3-hour mark. Not something you usually see here, the 2-hour mark rather, a little off. Pick off back to first again, not in time, and no, I was right. Gotta stop second guessing myself. 3-hour mark, gone 12, 1 and 2. Jeff is trying to get out of here to go to Vegas. Who just laughed. We'll see how long we force him to stay here with us. The first pitch, off speed elevated for ball 1. Good eye from Rivers. Well, the senior for AC Flora playing left field today has 2 RBIs. One of those RBIs came in the win against Lugoff. The 1-0, fastball runs inside. It's ball 2. On deck if it gets that far, it's Joe Ray. Then the lineup would turn over to Zach Sneed. 2-0. Proctor fires upstairs, ball 3. Rabin thought about throwing back to first, but he keeps his hand on the trigger. It's now 3-0. Proctor is not known for walking many people, only walked one batter through his 5 appearances. Now in trouble of walking a second. The 3-0. Missed wide, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the Falcons have the winning run on second with 2 outs. Well, Proctor, who's now hit a batter, walked a batter, and struck out 2. We'll get Joe Ray. The Falcons have yet to put a ball in play against Proctor. But what would this mean for Joe Ray? Joe, last year, didn't go his way the way he wanted to. This year, he's now 2 for 9 coming into this game. So far today, he's been hit by a pitch, and he has doubled, or singled rather, excuse me. Just could not circle the right thing on my score sheet. He's also laid down another one of the greatest sacrifice bunts you'll ever see, but that is who he is, one of the best bunters on this team. Look for a big-time multi-hit game, his first of his varsity career. Monty Lafitte at second, no hold. No hold at first either for Harris Rivers. Righty on lefty. The southpaw looks and will fire home. Joe puts a bunt, pushes it down the first base line, but it's foul. Trying to catch all the Demons off guard. I don't hate it, because Grigsby and Crane were playing so far back, the third and first baseman. But after that push bunt attempt, they creep in a little closer. Especially Grigsby over there at third. Crane did take a couple steps in. Oh, and 1. The southpaw skips one in. It gets away from Rabin. That will allow both Falcons 90 feet of advancement. And the winning run is just 90 feet away. A 1-1 count with 2 outs. A costly wild pitch on Proctor. He spiked what looked to be a curveball, and Rabin had no shot. Now Maverick Grigsby comes into the infield grass. First baseman Crane still playing back. Now he'll creep in toward the grass. The 1-1. Fastball runs inside. Ball 2. I think Coach Howlett just said, let it hit you. It was a little close. I'm not sure if it was that close. Of course, Zach Sneed awaiting on deck. The Citadel commit. The 2-1. Called strike 2. Curveball broke into the zone, and now it's 2s all around. 2-2 the count. 2 gone. 8-8 ball game. Falcons have the winning run 90 feet away. First base is open for Joe Ray. The Demons trying to push this one to extras. Falcons trying to avoid it. The 2-2 offering is nubbed foul. It'll be off the hands and will go out of play to the right side, and we'll do it one more time. Proctor, one of his hardest innings he's had to work through. Usually one of the most trusted arms, but this is now his second appearance in the last 3 days. He awaits. He'll wind and deal. The 2-2. That ball's flown into center field, but right at Butler. He moves back toward the warning track and will make the play, the two-handed grab to end the threat. Falcons leave 2 on the base pass yet again, and we're going to extras. 8-8 at Falcon Field. We return. right, welcome back here to Falcon Field, and we're playing extras. AC Flora and Lugoff-Elgin decided 7 innings was not enough, so they needed some more fun. It's an 8-8 game. It was a game of runs. Lugoff-Elgin jumped to a 5-0 lead through 3 innings, and the Falcons came right back 8 straight runs that was unrivaled until the Demons put 3 across in the 7th. Now it's Tyler Hernandez on the bump. Digs in, called strike 1, a fastball on the outside edge against Griffin Proctor, who stays in to hit. Proctor will make his first time hitting this year. The 0-1 from the southpaw, or the right-hander. Misses low, it's ball 1, 1-1. Well, the southpaw on the bump got through a clean inning for Lugoff-Elgin, minus a couple walks and a hit batter. Now, it's Tyler Hernandez, who hasn't pitched all year, but he had 7 starts last year with a 3.25 ERA, 19 1/3 innings pitched. He now comes in. The right-hander comes home. The 1-1 is low, ball 2. The changes for AC Flora. Monty Lafitte back into the game at first base. Zach Sneed goes into right. The 2-1. Fastball missed just around the knees. It's ball 3. And it's 8-9-1. Proctor at the dish. Colin Bright is on deck, and in the hole is Michael Butler. 3-1 the count, nobody gone. Top 8. Tyler fires. Called, strike 2, fastball right down Broadway as the foliage now really coming back down again as the wind's blowing from left to right. The payoff on the way from Hernandez, a fastball spiked. An at-bat from the pitcher gets the go-ahead run on the base pass for the Demons with nobody out. And then right on cue, pitch runner, or courtesy runner, I guess. Looks to be, I'm not sure actually who that is. Give me 1 second. I'll wait for the runner over at first. However, after a full count walk, it's the 9-hole Colin Bright. The speedster is going to be hard to double up. He shows bunt just on cue, so the third baseman Chetwood charges. He tries to put it down, but he fouls it over the backstop. It's 0-1. Tyler, one of the top catching prospects in that junior class, but he's been everywhere but catching this year for AC Flora. Right field, first base, left field, doing it all, and now he's on the bump. Righty on, righty, 1 gone. Well, nobody gone, 0-1 the count. Bright shows bunt yet again. Tyler throws home, the fastball is low, it's 1-1. Proctor still getting warm in the bullpen. He'll have to deal with the top of the Falcon order when he comes back out for the bottom half of the 8th, if he does. Top of the order for the Demons looming. The 1-1, fastball low and away, ball 2. So far today, Bright has walked, grounded out, and lined out in his 3 plate appearances. He's ahead 2-1. Tyler's trying to not let him get that bunt down because he could beat it out. He's just that quick. Bright shows bunt yet again. Hernandez looks back first, comes home. The bunt is down, right back into foul ground for Hernandez. Now it's 2-2. This is where the coaching's going to come into play for Coach Ward. What do you do? 2-2 the count, nobody gone. The go-ahead runner's at first. Top of the order on deck. Do you let him hit or do you bunt him? This is the fun part. A 3+ hour game here at Falcon Field. Shades of the Miller game. Hernandez fires, 2-2. That one hits Bright in the back of the helmet. Hernandez can't believe it. And now the go-ahead runner is on second for the top of the order.
Now batting
Well, here we go. It's Michael Butler out. As now Tyler will talk to his brother Dylan. The catcher comes up. And Butler, he got that last inning going as well. Had a single, and he came around to score the second run of 3 that inning. He singled, doubled, struck out, and grounded out. He's the first player this game will see to have 5 at-bats. Corners are in. Lafitte and Chetwood on the infield grass. Middle infield playing double play depth for Michael Butler. Butler just comes out and shows bunt. The right-hander fires to the right-hander. The one's popped up in the midair. Hernandez dives and makes the play. Dylan Hernandez, the catcher, saves the out and keeps the Demons right where they are. It's a big first out. Oh my goodness. Hernandez elevated the heater. Butler got under it, popped it right up, and Hernandez from behind the dish came up and dove right in front of home plate for out number 1. Well, now it's Watson Harvley who last time up tied, well not tied, but basically got the momentum right back for Lugoff, a 2 RBI triple. Righty on lefty. The lefty watches a strike go by on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Harvley has singled, walked, flown out, and tripled here this game. And a triple fest here late at Falcon Field between both these teams. 4 of them, if I'm counting correctly. The 0-1. Change up low and away against the lefty. It's ball 1. Harvley, the senior, hit .342 last year, one of the top second baseman prospects in this senior class. Now has 8 RBIs this season. The 1-1 from Hernandez. Off speed, up and away, ball 2. Of course, on deck, the College of Charleston commit A.J. Jefferson, who's yet to record a hit this game. However, you know he's just itching to get up there with the bases juiced and or a chance to add some insurance. You're fine. Avalanche here at Falcon Field with a couple of water bottles falling. The 2-1 from Tyler. Swing and a miss. Got a heater on the outside edge. It's 2-2 now. 2-2 the count. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th. Tied game 8-8 between AC Flora and Lugoff-Elgin. The go-ahead runner for the Demons standing on second. Another man on first in the form of Colin Bright. Corners are in for AC Flora. Middle playing double play depth. The 2-2. Change up, swing and a miss. Elevated for strike 3. Back-to-back putouts for the Falcons. Puts 2 away here in the 8th. But now comes up A.J. Jefferson. Well, the future teammate of Sparky Harrington, A.J. Jefferson digs in. Hit .349 last year. 5 homers, 30 RBIs. Only has 1 homer and 9 RBIs through about half the season this year, but very dangerous hitter. 2 doubles as well as a triple. Righty on righty, 2 away. Infield back, the first pitch, that one's moonshot to left field. High towering fly ball. Rivers over toward the line, he has room and makes the play for out 3. Side is retired. A skyscraper fly ball is caught in foul grounds, and that will do it to the 8th. The Demons strand 2, and the Falcons look to walk it off when we return right here at Falcon Field. Welcome back to Falcon Field. It's AC Flora and Lugoff-Elgin doing battle here. In a place, of course, everyone's familiar with. It's an 8-8 game going to the bottom of the 8th, and, well, Lugoff-Elgin just had 1, 2, 3 retired in order after the first 2 reached base. Now the Falcons have the chance to try to end it with the top of the order. It's 1, 2, and 3. Leading off, it's Zach Sneed, the left-handed Citadel commit. The southpaw returns to the bump, Griffin Proctor. The southpaw fires, the fastball is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Well, Sneed up for the 5th time this game. He's walked twice, singled once, and popped out to the second baseman all the way back in the 1st inning. Over 3 hours ago. It's going to be a prelude to what's going to be a great tournament in just over a week that both teams are competing in. The 0-1. Proctor will wind and deal. The off-speed called, strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. It's lefty on lefty, and this is where Proctor can really show his stuff. The junior trying to go multi-innings here for the first time this season. The 0-2. Looked like a curveball, stays elevated for ball 1. Good eye from Zach Sneed, and as you've seen tonight, or this afternoon, and all year, Zach's not going to help a pitcher out. He will take his walks. The 1-2. Off speed low. What a pitch from Proctor. That curveball started around the letters and broke all the way into the dirt. Better eye, though, from Sneed as it's 2-2. 2's on the way. Fastball wide, and Zach works it full. It's 3-2 with nobody gone. 8-8 game. Sneed technically representing the winning run at the plate for AC Flora. The payoff from Proctor. Not close. A fastball over the head of Sneed. The Falcons have the winning run on the base pass, just like the Demons. Well, the 3rd time Zach has walked today, and the 2nd walk allowed by Proctor gives Charlie Scott up for the first time since his 2-run homer. Charlie is 2 for 4. He's grounded to a fielder's choice, had an error committed, which didn't allow him to score. Would have been another fielder's choice, though. A homer and a single. Winning run at first base for AC Flora. Southpaw versus righty. Proctor throws back to first. Sneed dives back safely. Sneed has swiped 7 bags this season. He's been thrown out only once. He'll have to run back to first again after a pickoff move from Proctor. The lefty on the bump gives the Demons some extra insurance, just in case Sneed decides to get cute. Another pickoff attempt. Sneed will dive back in, even though the tag was applied by Crane. Nobody gone. Winning runner at first. Proctor now fires home. Charlie shows butt, but it's upstairs for ball 1 as he pulls it back. Feels like a break-in ball after Charlie showed it late. And if you haven't been aware, I mean, I've said it all season, Coach Howlett, the best when it comes to small ball. He's not afraid to put bunts down, even with his top hitters, and Charlie Scott, even after hitting a home run, he's being asked to potentially put down a bunt here to move the winning run to scoring position. The 1-0, that one's bunted on the inside. It's down the first base line, gonna be a tough play. Crane fields it, he dives, he doesn't get Charlie Scott! Are you kidding me? The speed of the center fielder in full show. Falcons have the winning run at second. It's an infield single, the first hit allowed by Proctor today, and the 2nd hit allowed by him this year. Crane tried to wait back on it, realized he didn't have the choice. Tried to a late dive, but it looked like the outstretched Crane just missed the backside of Charlie Scott. And now the winning run is on the base pass for one Roper Wensky. Roper has a triple that flipped the script of this game around. The right-hander awaits, the southpaw on the bump. Corners in for the Demons. First pitch, Roper shows bunt. It's down to the left side. The pitcher comes off. Proctor has to go to first. The throw is not in, or no, it is in time. Wensky thought he beat it out, but he does the job. His 2nd sacrifice bunt of the day. Puts the winning run 90 feet away for Tyler Hernandez.
Now batting number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Well, we've seen this situation before. Back against Greenville last year, Tyler came to the dish with the winning run at 3rd. He did his job, flew out to left field, which is a sacrifice fly to win. Infield comes in. Coach Ward does not walk him. So first base is open with Rohan Bremer waiting on deck. Lefty versus lefty with one out. Winning runner 90 feet away. The first pitch. Curveball misses inside, ball one. Tyler trying to provide his second walk-off for AC Flora in his varsity career. It's 1-0 with one out. Proctor fires. The curveball in the dirt. Rabin has to just do everything in his power, meaning diving and flopping on the ball to keep it from going to the backstop. It's 2-0. Tyler 1 for 3. Pop out, ground out, single walk. The 2-0 from Proctor. Fastball up and in. Tyler ducks out of the way. It's ball 3, and seems like they're not trying to get Tyler a pitch to hit. However, the dangerous sophomore who homered in the game on Wednesday, Rohan Bremer, waits on deck. We'll see if Proctor gives him anything. The 3-0. He does. A changeup on the outside edge. It's 3-1. Infield in for Lugoff-Elgin. Proctor comes set in his close stance on the mound. He'll come home. The 3-1 curveball in the dirt, ball 4. Tyler watches it go. He works his second walk of the game. The bases are now juiced for Rohan Bremer. Well, the Falcons, who they won up in this spot, has to be Rohan Bremer. Tyler will be courtesy ran for. Looks like it's going to be Lucas Price yet again, the courtesy run for the pitcher. And this is who you want. The Falcons have their sophomore who leads the team in RBIs. A homer to boot at the dish. He's a righty, which gives him some advancements against the lefty on the hill. One gone, bases juiced, 8-8 game. Hits are tied 9-9. It's been a battle between old region foes that is working its way to extras. Coach Hallett showing off his many talents, one of his many talents with about 30 signals that even I couldn't decipher if I wanted to. We'll see what he does right here. Middle infield back, corners in, Rimmer swings and fouls one back. It's 0-1 after the off speed. Coach Hallett just trying to do everything he can to confuse the demons. Again, infield double play depth, and now Rabin will motion all the outfielders in, saying if the fly ball is deep enough anyway, it's going to be a sac fly. Oh, 1. Bremer swings on the curveball and fouls it down the third baseline. Foul. It's 0-2. On deck, if it gets that far, it's Monty Lafitte. Infield will roll 2 if they get it. Again, Grigsby at third playing even with the runner Sneed. The first baseman Crane just on the infield grass, letting Price go behind him. The 0-2. Fastball high and away. Good pitch from Proctor. Better job from Bremer to stay patient. It's now 1-2. Get some cloud cover finally here as the winds died down. The 1-2 called time was Bremer. Proctor was about to wind up and deal, so he's very thankful that time was given, or else it would have been strike 3, probably looking right down the middle. The 1-2 from Proctor. The fastball, that one's lined in the right center field. Off the glove.